What One Thing, a Smart Meetings podcast where we dive deep into the one thing that makes all the difference in the hospitality world. And I am here. I'm at the Marriott Bonvoy Conference and Resort Network Elite Experience Suite at Marriott Marquis New York. And I got to tell you, the experiences are over the top. We sat down with Amanda Cox to find out how this came to be and what it is that ignites all the senses and makes attendees feel special. Listen in. So I am so excited. I am here with Amanda Cox, and we are at the Marriott Dream Experience Suites. We've been going around experiencing all of the different ways to activate senses. Talk to me about what this means for planners when they can come to a property and have these turnkey experiences ready to go.
Absolutely. So the reason we designed the event experience suite was to be a representation. You know, we saw 13 different experiences today, but there's over 125 hotels in the convention and resort network. And I would tell you, they all have these turnkey, wow-worthy experiences for meeting and event professionals. Mm-hmm. So when you go to our network experience guide, and such a thing does exist, you go hotel by hotel with the opportunities, some at small scale, some at large scale, right? Because our meetings and events have different time frames and budgets and opportunities to include experiences. And there are ways for a planner, like a menu, to choose a truly enriching experience that reflects the local destination that they've chosen to have their meeting or event. Yeah.
And the thing that was so interesting is how each of them played on the different senses. Was that intentional?
It was. So when we look at our overall experience playbook, they are kind of categorized by the power of play, taste and culinary journeys, wellness, because there are a lot of different ways. So when we challenged our hotels to create something for this immersive elite experience suite, we said we would love each experience to entice at least 4 senses. And I think having walked through it, you would agree they hit the nail on the head, right? You've got taste, you've got sight, you've got sound, you've got smell. It really is enriching in every way. Again, the goal of this was that our members of the press, some of our customers here in the tri-state area, would be able to experience what's going on at these 125 plus hotels in a pop-up environment without leaving Manhattan. So I think they truly delivered. When I'm in Seattle smelling the pines of the Pacific Northwest and I'm standing in a ballroom at the New York Marriott Marquis, we're delivering on that, right?
And that's exactly what they did, is that they created a sense of place. So whether it was butterflies from Georgia or it was pizza from Chicago, they really brought you back to where it is the meeting's being held.
Well, and I think when we think about just the reason for experiences, start with why. The why behind experiences and the reason our meeting professionals are prioritizing them when they select where to have their meeting. It is about creating a memory for the meeting attendee, right? That makes whatever content we're going to deliver at the meeting stickier, right? Because it's tied to a memory or experience. And the reason we do so much local involvement is because we know as people travel to different places, they want to collect what's local. So I had an amazing experience at Hawaii, but I also went to a Kona salt farm, and that becomes a part of my experience collection, just like it's a part of Hawaii's culture. It's a very cool rationale.
Also, what I noticed is many of the experiences involved sustainability and both sourcing locally, but using all of the resources responsibly.
And you see that in the group offer that the Convention and Resort Network actually premiered at IMEX this year. There were 2 components. There was this real emphasis on experiences and being able to book a new meeting and maybe select an experience on us, which is a powerful call to action for our meeting professionals right now. But there was also a sustainable component, right? So Marriott has its Connect Responsibly platform, which is our meeting impact report, where every meeting and event that comes through one of these large hotels, we can produce an impact report and allow meeting professionals the opportunity to reduce their carbon footprint, either through scaling back waste, making some different choices, or actually purchasing carbon offset credits through our partner South Pole. I think our hotels exhibiting today really took that to another level, whether it's the sea moss in the margarita at the Marco Island experience, right?
That of the food match the color of the sun.
But there's a sustainable component to that and an environmental component. And I think that's where we see two things that are really important to our meeting professionals right now: sustainability and gathering responsibly, along with collecting these experiences. I think that's where we see these merge. And that's very much something that's happening right now.
Yeah. And I'm not going to make you name your favorite baby and your favorite activity.
Favorite child.
Yeah, I won't make you do that. Okay. But I want to talk about how this is the beginning of a conversation. So they have these beautiful activations. Maybe you just find something that fits with what your group is aligned with, right? This is the start.
I think, yes, you're exactly right. This is designed to be a springboard for conversation. So is our event experience playbook, which again, any of our meeting professionals could access without getting to do what we're doing in New York today. It's starting a conversation about, okay, my group really identifies with something wellness focused. And that's a goal of ours. So JW Water Street with your, train like a champion with the Tampa Bay Lightning, that's something that speaks to my group and goals. And so now I'm talking with that hotel about a meeting and event there in a different way than I may have been before. And the same could be said of any of these experiences. This is about sparking curiosity and sparking conversations. And because so many of these meetings and events rotate locations, rotate planning chairs, we hear from our meeting professionals, I want turnkey ideas, right? I want creativity. I want memorable, but I want to be able to come into a destination and utilize the hotel's partnerships, the access these hotels have, right? And bring something to life that maybe as an individual would have been very complicated for me as an individual meeting planner to put together. And now I have the opportunity to take something that to a certain extent is already on the shelf and make it my own, right? That's an easier proposition.
Everything.
Right? And that's a great example. That is something that would absolutely happen at a meet and does happen at a meeting or event here at the New York Marriott Marquis. If we have a group that has a super, super robust agenda where maybe there is just not time for people to get out and go to the boroughs and see a bodega and have a chopped cheese sandwich and have that quintessential New York experience that's outside of here in Times Square, a group will choose to set that up. And that's the coffee break. And that's part of the reception. And that's maybe the lounge that they're using for registration at the conference. And what they're doing in that, Kat included, is bringing part of what makes New York so special to the event that they've chosen to host at the New York Marriott Marquis.
Yeah. It was special. Thank you for including Smart Meeting.
Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. So where are we?
We are in the Marquis Ballroom at the Marriott Marquis in New York, Times Square. Gorgeous ballroom, exciting space, even better today as we have added the Marquis Market. It is a true New York bodega that has been built in the ballroom for guests who aren't able to go into the neighborhoods and truly experience that rich New York City culture to experience. So as you enter, you'll see so tomorrow they're able to come in here and shop and take drinks and all sorts of stuff. We have a special menu. It is fully 360. So you are in the space. So you'll see we have the payphone. Unfortunately, similar to most New York bodegas, our ATM is on order.
But you've got Doritos, Dynamite. Oh my goodness.
We got
Grandma's cookies.
We got some Empire State Buildings. We got a photo of a deer. We got a signed photo of Danny DeVito. All the stuff that you see at a bodega, all the random, fun, eccentric, exciting things.
The falafel has taped through it because it's sold out.
Sold out. So tomorrow we're offering chopped cheeses and bacon, egg, and cheese with salt, pepper, ketchup.
Salt, pepper, ketchup.
Yeah. What's one word? But those will also, unfortunately, as the days have gone on, we have been getting out of order.
Like a real bodega.
Yeah, just like a traditional bodega. It has all of the essentials you need. We have cat food, plates, and highlighters. So everything you need, everything you've ever needed. And then we have some fun signs and just really get to walk in and experience it. And this is something we can create for anyone coming because, for guests who are at a conference or a convention, sometimes you don't get out of the hotel you're staying at.
It's true.
Which is a blessing and a curse, But this is something we can build and bring to life. And it can be any true, authentic New York experience or any experience anywhere. But it's really exciting. And then the coolest part.
Tell me the coolest part.
Well,
not the chili pepper lights.
We have our very own bodega cat coming. Real cat coming. Because that is a quintessential New York culture, is having the cat. So Georgie will be joining us tomorrow. Rumor has it he's a paid actor who has done such big jobs like Temptation. So my cat is obviously a huge fan of his work. And then like any true New Yorker, he has had a walk-on role on SVU. So he's done the Law & Order show. That's a New York actor. And then when you come in, all of our guests will be able to eat and drink and have that true bodega experience.
Nice. I love it. Thank you for showing me, Tom.
Of course.
Erica, tell me about how to stay like a champion at JW Marriott Tampa Water Street Experience.
All right. Well, Tampa is a city known for the champions. We are the city of champions. So we partnered with the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is 3-time Stanley Cup winner, but under head coach John Cooper, 2-time Stanley Cup winner. We have partnered with the Tampa Bay Lightning to truly allow guests to celebrate the champion within themselves. So whether they'd like to sleep, train, or nourish like a champion, we've got everything. If you want to train like a champion, you're getting a one-on-one endurance training with a fitness instructor that is quite literally partnered with the Tampa Bay Lightning endurance team. If you want to nourish like a champion, you're getting a one-on-one cooking demonstration with, again, the nourishment team, who has quite literally created a menu for you. And then, of course, sleep brings in our Spa by JW, which will give you a 50-minute drift somnia spa ritual. So it's a massage that quite literally relaxes your muscles. And then, of course, when you go in room, you've got everything to take that championship mindset back home. So when you're training, you're going to get a workout regimen to continue on the road with you. When you're nourishing, you're going to have everything you need to know. Fun fact, you need 1 gram of protein for every pound that you weigh. Incredibly malnourished, or at least I am. Sleep, you're going to get a sleep mask, some lavender spray, all the things, a sleep playlist. In this particular locker, we have a phone where you can kind of hear some of John Cooper, the head coach, some of his championship mindset quotes. So go ahead and
How fun is that?
We also have a QR code. So JT, you can share this with your readers. This is going to give you everything you need to know. Videos, a message from John Cooper about how JW Marriott is the hotel for NHL players. Take a listen. It's going to be really good.
We were just there last month for Smart Woman Summit, so we know it was filled with champions. Let's take a listen.
All right.
Eric, tell me about how you can taste the sunset at JW Marriott Marco Island.
So what we focused on is trying to create a dinner that ties into the different shades of the sunset. So it's more of a storytelling with your food, your beverage, into the colors. So each plate, even starting with your butter course, has a certain shade of the beautiful sunsets at Marco Island. And we flow through all the different shades throughout the evening in closure with the sun going down.
I love that. And it's a property that has beautiful sunsets.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Dinner becomes an event, right? It's not just a meal. It truly is an explosion of color that tells the story of Marco Island and why you should come and visit and enjoy our sunsets.
And talk to me about how you scale that for groups. So it's one thing to do that for individual, but when you have a whole group of people, how do you get all of these colors and flavors?
So what we would do is, whether it's a sit-down plated meal for up to 150, that's coursed out with a sommelier, starting by course as the sun's going down, or we can do it out on our beach, so the whole sky is covered as the sun is going down, and you get the different shades, and we can have different stations highlighting those colors, those flavors that work with each dish.
I love that. At at Grand Hotel Golf Resort and Spa. And tell me about the high tea experience with the butterflies.
Absolutely. We wanted everyone to experience our estate garden at the Grand, and the backdrop here is sunrise. So we have a section that the culinary team, they will grow produce for the restaurants. But the main part of that is we have native bottle brush plants and native milkweed plants to attract the monarch butterflies. So we have an experience for guests that they're going to have a high tea with a southern favorite pimento cheese, sandwiches, delights in which our pastry chef makes, the sweet treats. We also have tomato pie, beef Wellington, and other items. And it's an afternoon experience on Thursdays for our guests. They can purchase a ticket. They can sit out in our estate garden. They can see, yesterday we had 250 monarch butterflies just in the estate garden, and that's a small section of the resort. Our group guests love it as well. It's great for board meetings. We have larger receptions at our estate garden, so that way they can see the butterflies flying around. They can be outside. They can, beautiful sunsets over Mobile Bay.
So you are on the migration path for the monarch butterfly.
We are actually a way station.
You are a way station?
We are a way station. And yes, it's not to weigh the butterflies, but it's on their way down to the 4.5 acre high forest, altitude forest in Mexico. But we plant the milkweed plant. So that way the butterflies that are there here now, they are the great-great-grandchildren of butterflies from the butterflies that stopped and visited us this past spring.
How special is that?
It's amazing. Miracle of nature.
Well, and it's just a beautiful destination. It's just gorgeous. So you want to be outside in a place
100%.
like that.
It is. It is. And it's a great thing about coastal Alabama. You can be outside all year round.
And these little finger sandwiches, is that
pimento cheese?
Pimento. So it's got the same orange color. There's a theme here with the plates and the butterfly cookie. And
our pastry chef wanted to be here, but she couldn't. So she made us the monarch butterfly cookies.
Oh, so she's here in spirit.
She is in spirit. We also have a monarch pea flower lemonade.
Tell me about that.
We serve during the tea as well. And it has the monarch butterfly colors. And as you're drinking it, it changes colors.
Nice.
It's absolutely spectacular.
Okay, Javier, tell me about the chocolate experience.
Well, this is an absolutely fabulous experience that the culinary team at our hotel has put together, led by our executive chef, Eric Branger, and then we have our executive pastry chef over here, Francois. These gentlemen have taken the idea of playing with your food to a whole new level.
Oh.
And it is an amazing, immersive opportunity to really do some wonderful things and create a sculpture out of chocolate.
Nice. So have you created one?
I have participated in the past and created one. You need to create one. You need to come over here and get in. Look how beautiful that is.
It is beautiful. Tell me how it activates all the senses.
So what's exciting is that chocolate, of course, is one of the most wonderful, amazing things. And you are working with this. And of course, the aroma of chocolate is one that all of us know. And you get to see it here. That's where you get to smell that amazing aroma. And then, of course, you get to work with all these different types of chocolates. So you have it, and the chef does a great job of explaining where he gets his chocolates from. There's some from South America. There's some from Africa. Talks about the fact that you now can get chocolate from amazing places around the world, and they're utilized in his beautiful creations. And of course, visually, you're able to create these amazing creations that are unique to your own. And then you put them together, and as you can see them happening over here, it really is a special treat.
Nice. Well, let's check it out.
Absolutely.
So let's just say it's our speakeasy bar. Of course, we welcome walk-ins, but what we would like people to do more and more is trying to do all the storytelling of finding the hiding secret of the Mexican hospitality and the experience of the mezcal. So when they book
and this is at JW Marriott
Marriott
Resort.
Cancun, correct. So, okay, I want to I booked my mezcal tasting. So what happened? In the night before, we're going to be sending to your home all the secrets letter.
The secrets!
You get the envelope with some tips how you'll get. So you get the letter. And then this pen, you're going to have to light up the pen. And you're going to have to read that.
Secret
So
writing.
a little tip how you find your passcode. So this is how you see the amenity on your home, no? And then we send as well this little capsule. If in case you don't find out, like here is the passcode. So in the capsule.
So don't eat the capsule.
It's inspired.
Don't eat it.
It's inspired by Porfirio Diaz. That was one of the legends from our Independence Day. And his favorite drink was horchata de coco. So, but he always liked doubles. So, dos de coco. The passcode. So once you get there, on the video, you're going to see the highlight. I am glad to send you as well. That is like a cava wine door, one of our restaurants. And behind the cava, you say, dos de coco.
Dos de coco.
So Mari's his team. And of course, it's not just drink the mezcal. It's understand what happened, how it was inspired. And then he has the full story for you about that.
Oh, tell me the food story, Omar.
Yes, well, one of the most important at the La Speakeasy is the mezcal theme, right? So right here we have two different types of mezcal. They both are really young, but smoky. This is for the beginners person because sometimes when you hear mezcal, you hear like a smoky bone, but it's not that so true. Well, this is for beginners, and this is for a little bit like a more professional people because this is smoking like a chocolate flavor, a little bit more high. But well,
like professional mezcal drinkers. I did not know that was a career.
Yeah,
choice.
well, the people believe that is a career because
with our life.
they take all the time drinking mezcal. So. But this was specific for the gods. So now you are part of those gods and you're going to get it well. We use this kind of shots, and the bottom, you will see the cross. This is some religious candle. They used to be a candle. And when they finish the candle, we use it as a real glass to sip it the mezcal. If you sip it a little bit, you feel the sensation, this really smooth and the smoky, but not too much. When you sip it, in fact, you are kiss them a little bit, kiss them. So you will kiss them until you see the cross. When you finish, you see the cross at the end.
Kiss them until you see the cross.
Yes.
That's a life lesson right there.
Tagline.
Yeah.
And also we're pairing with a fresh orange slice with a real worm salt.
Worm salt.
Yes, this worm lives near to the agave plant. This is like a succulenta, but this is really close to the agave with a higher fall. And we use this to mix it with the salt and put it together, and you will feel the salt with a little touch of spicy and the sensation of the citrus one. And we do that together. In fact, would you like to try just a little touch to smell, or you want to wait a little?
I'll smell it.
You smell it? This is clean, and you can smell this one.
And this is that one.
And this is the youngest one. It's one of the most popular because they're rich of the sweetness and like a citrus with the pineapple, orange, something like that. Not too much smoky for the nose, you know what I mean?
And this very rich environment is exactly what they would see if they come to the hotel.
Of course, come
We
here.
try to reply with a little item.
So that's starting the video, the best moment. So that's the cava wine cellar. And then they look, okay, of course we have a hostess over there and they are going to open the door for the secret door. And so we really represent and try to put the wall. So for groups, of course, you're talking about groups, we can privatize this place. It's going to be holding around 30 people. But if you have a large group or if you want to bring these to the breakdown or for the cocktail reception, we can set these outside on the garden, on the foyer, and we can pair with, for sure, the food, the Mexican food. On this restaurant, there is just 16 dishes. That's lads say 16. So it's all the thematic we have on that.
So you can bring the group to the speakeasy or the speakeasy to the group.
Correct. And of course, in the speakeasy, there is a DJ outside, so you get the music. Or if it's for group, you can have a mariachi or a trio. You can always complement that. So in the afternoon, we're going to have our meeting planners coming, for us. And actually, this is going to be one of the highlights and promos for this quarter. For whoever is here, we have the speakeasy opportunity, and we are adding the music or mariachi trio for the group that book with us. So That's going to be the highlight for this event. If they are lucky enough to come here and book us, we give them music.
I love it. I love it. And that's coming straight from a smart woman, Glacia.
Thank you.
Mark, talk to me about how salt brings a sense of Hawaii to New York City.
Absolutely. Salt is all about flavor and culture. And with salt, it's so involved with our Hawaiian people that they are involved in all their cooking methods and how they do it. We have one of the only true Hawaiian salt farms on the island, and we arrange for customers to come into our hotel. We gather them up. We bring them to the salt farms where they can do foot baths, and they get to do salt experience, learn how it's all made, all the different types and flavorings of it. They do tastings there to understand it. Then we bring them back to the hotel. We have this amazing chef, Jason, who's been with the island with us for 39 years. He's born and raised. He knows all the producers. So we have all the local farmers and local fishermen involved. We do a full dinner tasting menu with you, as well as drinks. And you get this full sense of why salt and the culture of Hawaiian means so much to them. And that's how their salt experience is. That's a kind of a quick version for you.
I love that. And you even brought with you here this fountain, but it's not actually made of the rock because it would upset the gods?
It would upset the gods. Well, Hawaiian culture is that you do never take lava from the island. If you do, and actually we are one of the registered sites, people will actually mail back the stones, the pieces of lava that they take, and they apologize. We get letters. We probably get one every 2 weeks where they apologize for taking the lava from the island. It's a very, very special spot. And our island where we are located, we're very special because the Kuala Coast is actually the driest and warmest spot of all of the Hawaiian Islands. So it's such a great place to go. It's kind of always 82 degrees and sunny there. It's a great spot to be. The other interesting thing about the island is that there's 13 microclimates in the world. We have 8 of them on our island. So that means that we can actually produce all sorts of things. We can do asparagus, mushrooms, tomatoes, peppers, you name it. We have avocado. I think there is something like 100 different varieties of avocado. My staff come to work and they bring me big giant avocados the size of grapefruit. And it's just amazing to be able to share the bounty. And we do that very often. Even my neighbors, I have a banana tree that just keeps producing bananas, and we share back and forth. And that's a big thing about culture in Hawaii, is that sense of community, that sense of share.
So you can source locally whatever it is that you need.
Absolutely. And it's amazing to be able to do that. We even have a cloud forest on the island. Most people don't even know we have that. And it's one of the only 2 cloud forests in North America. And it's just amazing to see. So a cloud forest is where a tree is standing up on the side of the mountain, and not a cloud comes to it, but the temperature hits it, and it actually creates its own cloud. And so it creates these clouds around this giant forest. And it's called beautiful. It's well worth taking a tour. And it's very short distance from our hotel. Our hotel is only 20 minutes from the airport. It's really close by. And we're very excited. Our hotel's also just going through a renovation transformation. So by December, all of our guest rooms will be done. We've converted them into a real Hawaiian feel. We'll step in. One of the main things that catches me with the designer is a massive mural over the bed of a Hawaiian flower. It's just so bright and beautiful. So we just got our first floors back in service just recently, and we'll be all done in December. So I'm so excited to share.
Very exciting. Well, it sounds like a wonderful experience. Thank you for walking me through that.
Do you want to try tasting?
I think we have to. So we're here with Lindsay. We're at Sheraton Grand Seattle, and they have a land-sea experience.
Yes, we want you to experience quintessential Seattle through being connected with nature. You get to visit and see the city from all the angles, including a float plane excursion where you can see the city, Mount Rainier, and the water from the air.
Beautiful.
And then you land in Lake Union 5 minutes from the hotel, where you get to have an oyster shucking lesson. Learn how to shuck the oysters yourself, paired with beautiful Washington wines, which we're famous for, and get to taste the flavors of the sea. For group business, we can scale it up and hold your reception dockside at Chihuli's original studio and boathouse.
How fun is that?
Yeah. And so you get to have the oyster shucking lesson, have live music, and be surrounded by gorgeous art, which back at the Sheraton Grand Seattle is in every single guest room of the hotel. And in fact, Dale Shihuli himself signed the beam in our topping off ceremony so many years ago.
It's a really special property, and you just had the renovation.
Well, the renovation has been a few years now.
Okay.
So it's not as recent as when you had visited us last time, but the hotel's looking beautiful. The owners continue to invest. We have 2 new restaurants since you visited us.
Oh my goodness.
So Alder and Ash, and then Vivian's Bistro, 2 very different. Vivian's Bistro they have an iconic, popular restaurant on Mercer Island.
Okay.
And they've opened up their second in the downtown location in our hotel, which is modern Asian fusion. And then Alder and Ash is where the oyster shucking experience would be. Our oyster provider has been in business in Seattle for over 30 years, and he personally does the lesson on how to shuck an oyster in Seattle.
Now that's real.
Yeah.
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 Oh, thank you for sharing.
So this is our 3rd year hosting Winter Wonderland Market at Grand Lakes Orlando, and it's our inaugural year for our ice skating rink. So we're very excited. We're going to repeat our European-inspired chalet market. We offer retail, food and beverage, and a bunch of activities for the kids. This year, we're adding an ice skating rink with fire pits alongside the market experience, and we have snowfall every hour. Yes. So we're bringing the holidays to Central Florida. It is an outdoor rink.
And yes, we did say ice rink outside.
Yes, it is an outdoor ice skating rink.
The only one.
But, I know we're talking about our holiday experience because that's our suite, but one of the most exciting things is that at Grand Lakes, we offer seasonal experiences year-round. So during the summer, for instance, we do what's called Glow Summer, and we have fireworks every weekend. Yes. And a series of different experiences for couples and families alike. I mean, there's always something for everyone.
And groups.
Yeah. And so
I'll get to that.
I was going to let you speak a little more to group. And for group, for the ice skating rink, it can also be utilized for, if you have an event and you want to utilize the ice skating rink for your attendees, you can reserve the ice skating rink for your event. And anything else you want to add, Joe, about...
When we're talking about the groups themselves, we always want to complement it from our leisure guests. So, for instance, as Alyssa alluded to, we can use the setup from the chalets during the days for our reception area. So it really, it's cost beneficial for the planners where they can use the existing
built-in activation.
In there. Yeah. When we do Glow Summers, we do fireworks every Saturday. So when guests are coming here and they want to have some sort of an incentive, and that's what we're really built for, our incentives and high-end corporate groups, because we have so much to offer from fly fishing to eco tours to kayaks, falconry.
The only one.
Correct. So what we're trying to say is, it's a destination into itself. It's the unexpected Orlando. So when you think of Orlando, you think of other things.
Right.
But our resort, you can stay with us for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. You don't have to leave the resort. The Michelin recommended dining that we have over 12 restaurants. So it's all self-contained and you can stay there with your groups and they can, again, a different experience every night of their life. So we're very excited about what we're able to offer. And then I'll let Michael talk about some of the accolades. We just mentioned the one.
Yes. We are 2 Forbes 4-star rated hotels, and the JW Marriott's the first JW Marriott in North America to receive that prestigious accolade.
Congratulations.
Right. And it's very easy for a general manager to speak about the great service that we provide, but, I'll speak like a proud daddy, but this is the industry telling us that we provide outstanding service to our guests. So we're super proud of the team for that. And as Joe mentioned, the hotel's received numerous accolades over the last couple of years, whether it be our spa winning the USA Today Best Spa in America for the last...
Fourth year
in a row this year. Yeah. So like we mentioned, our Michelin and Forbes rated restaurants as well, like Primo and Nikons.
Yeah. And one thing Joe didn't touch on that I did want to mention is we just finished a renovation of all of our meeting spaces. So both hotels have refreshed meeting space at Ritz-Carlton and JW. So we're really excited about that.
Over $120 million renovation completed between both sites. Guest rooms on Ritz-Carlton, the JW, the meeting space, an aqua park. But we have at the JW with 3 slides. So, it's really self-contained for everyone. You have to leave. It's easy.
You don't have to leave. It's easy.
That's right.
That's all you have to say, right?
Yes. And we always refer to it as the unexpected side of Orlando. We really are sort of hidden in Central Florida. And it's really a respite. When you go to Orlando, you think about the busyness of the city, right? The people moving across the theme parks and the tourist corridors. And we love to say that we're sort of that hidden gem in Orlando. And you feel like you're worlds away when you stay with us.
Beautiful, beautiful. Winter Wonderland in Orlando.
Yes.
Graham, tell me a little bit about the Veuve Clicquot activation and exactly how you both source and make sure that the food gets used.
Well, thank you. It's really important that we're using local suppliers. In fact, our JW Marriott Park Vancouver is one of the properties that's leading in the city in terms of vertical integration with our food suppliers. So buying local, finding local food sources is really important. It's just the right thing to do. So not only do we have a really high quality of produce and product that's local, it's just the right thing to do. So, and honestly, there's so many meetings that take place where the food is over ordered. And so we're always trying to work with the meeting planner in advance to make sure that we get the right amount of production. But often we over anticipate that. And so what we do is we have a very active program where we work with an organization called Food Runners in Vancouver to make sure that the food is safely stored and preserved and packaged and goes to different facilities at different places around the city. In fact, in the last 3 years since the pandemic, we've donated over 55,000 meals through this organization around the city of Vancouver. And we're very, very proud of that. So as a meeting planner, they feel better that they know the food's not being wasted, but it's just, again, I talk about the right thing to do. One of our core values in Marriott is acting with integrity and serving our community. These are perfect examples of it.
Food Runners at JW Marriott Park Vancouver. I love it. And this VUV activation is so cute. Just really energized and fun. And it's a picnic for a group.
That's exactly right. And you don't think about, but we need to inject fun into our meetings. We need to make sure that the breaks and the food and the experience is fun. And that's what people remember. And when we can have a memorable experience, whether it's a couple on a romantic getaway or a meeting, we need to make sure that we're doing that all the time because that's what people hold on to are those memories. And that's what they talk about when they get back to their office and back to their regular day.
I love it. Thank you. Smart Meetings, What One Thing was produced by Bright Business Media. Visit smartmeetings.com to subscribe to your daily dose of inspiration.